when you're talking now and doing your speaking around arena
Yes.
level confidence, for anyone that's kind of yet to hear one of your inspiring talks, and you shared quite a few of these online, what do you tend to talk about, and who are you aiming your talks at, Lilian?
Well, it's well because I feel like I can talk to just a vast majority of people because at WWE, I used to go into schools and talk about anti-bullying, like we did the Be a Star campaign, right? And so I was bullied in school. And so I really help the kids, if you're being bullied, how to handle that, how to get through that. So it doesn't scar you. And then also I speak to the bullies.
Mm,
I'm not going to hold back, as to why hurt people hurt people.
yeah.
A lot of those bullies are just very, very insecure. You don't know what's going on in their life. And at home, a lot of times they don't feel like anything. At home, they're not valued. They're not loved. And so they get into an environment of feeling important at school and thinking like, okay, this is where I'm really going to dominate. And this is where I'm going to mean something. And they think that they have to bully in order to be important. And so I do speak to that. But then, I was an ambassador for Susan G. Komen. So I spoke to a lot of the women there and how to handle, breast cancer and what I saw my mom and how she battled breast cancer and the importance of getting examinations and speaking to women in general. I love speaking to women. So I do speak to women, whether it's in corporate or whether it's girls in school, whether it's like juniors and seniors or college and the things that I've learned. And I even stop. It's funny because I don't just do it on stage. There were two girls that were heading to a prom. You see them all dressed up. And I gave them some advice as to how to handle themselves at the prom and how to not get into trouble, right? How to avoid some pitfalls. Let me tell you, Ben, they looked at me. They're like, oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you. We love you so much. Thank you for doing that. These are two complete strangers, but I felt it in me to share what I've learned, to share it to them. And then I said, I'm going to be praying for you guys tonight that you may have an amazing time, but that you make the right choices. And so they're very appreciative of that. Then I go into corporations and I talk about, when I say arena level confidence, it's because confidence really to me gives us, it's courage, right? Confidence is courage. When you have courage, you take chances. When you take chances, that's when you can break barriers. That's when you can just do more than you even thought you could. So I had to have so much confidence in what I did on live TV every time I stepped into that ring or any time I got in front of an audience. I had to have the courage to go, I may not know it all, but I'm going to share what I do know. And what I do know, I just have to know that that's enough. And so I love going around and just teaching people what I've learned around my years. And to me, that's my way to give back in any way that I possibly can, because I've had people that have poured into me.